Welcome to the Poor Nation, a nation where we learn and grow together.
Hello guys, thank you for tuning in to my channel again. Today I promise you things are going to be hot because the topic that is at hand is a very sensitive topic, and you can believe it, but it's a very sensitive topic because it's about these ladies outside here, the female gender, the she's. They're saying that men are using them and dumping them. So we want to know where's the truth of this matter. You know, we human beings, we were created after the animals on the sixth day. Now that I studied with the biblical there, you have to respect this whatever. God created us on the sixth day, the same day with animals. And actually you can find that we as human beings were classified as the animals according to the scientific stuff. We fall under the category of the vertebrates. Those are the animals with the backbone. We are warm-blooded like the birds and other mammals. And as men, we fall under the mammals. Evolution tells us that we have moved to the Homo sapiens sapiens stage. That means we have a higher IQ than other animals, actually a more higher IQ than other animals. But then that doesn't make us any much different from these other animals in our terms of behavior, on how our hormones react, and on how we behave when around an opposite gender. If you've been with a cow, the bull has no rights to the cow until when that cow is on fire, if to say. When that cow is on heat, it looks for the bull. A bull cannot just wake up any morning and then just climb to that cow and then fuck it. A cock is another good example, though let us leave the hens out of this, because the cocks, they don't have that strong behavior that I need. But we have these wild animals, the animal birds, the quivers. Those animals, the female, when it needs a fuck, it goes and then it taps the cock, and then the cock knows what to do. In this case, what does it mean? It means that quiver, that cow, that she got, is asking for the favor from the male. And was it not for the hormones in the bull or in any other male, it means that the male has a right to deny the female the right of sex. But we find that the hormones in us have been created such that when a cow runs to a bull has not to think about it and what to do, but it just climbs to the hen, to the cow. Thanks for the IQ, because if we were bulls, then we could be dead right now. If we didn't have that ability to make decisions and to have choices, like the bull doesn't have a choice, then we could be dead. Using this small story, let me just call it a story, you can just realize that our women, the ladies around us, they're not far much different. It's only that their brains have been molded. Let me use this example of a WhatsApp. The normal WhatsApp can do everything that a modded WhatsApp can do, but it has more features. It has been upgraded by some people, by some crackers. They have cracked the system of the WhatsApp. It is the same WhatsApp, just like the normal WhatsApp, but when you delete a text, the person on the other end, the recipient, will still see the text. It takes a little bit of IQ to make this normal WhatsApp different from a modded WhatsApp. Same with this. It takes a small cracking of the brain to make our women different from the animals. The brains are the same. That's why women nowadays, because of the cracking ability in their brains, they think that men are the people who need the slit the most. The facts still stand that they need the dick more than we need that small thing. They need the dick more than we need the slit. When it comes to saying that men use women and then dump them, we have to look at some facts so that we can get to the back of this thing and then understand who is gaining and who is losing in this case. If it was to consider what happens after we have had sex, then we can say that the women use us. You can't have sex with a woman, you can't fuck her, then you go all the way to the climax and then you don't come. I tell you, I promise you, she's not going to give you a second leg for the same game if you don't come for her. And what happens when we come? Even if you have condomized or you are on draw game of which we are supposed to condomize, they force us to kill our own kids because you have to come. You can hold your cum for as long as you can, but you can't hold it for more than, you can't hold it first half, you hold it second half, you hold it extra time. I get you, understand it. Finally, you'll have to score. The game will have to end in penalties, and penalties means that you have to lose as she gains. On the second thing, sex is a choice. When she agrees to come over to your home, to your house, it means that she is ready for anything. She is ready for the consequences. So there's no need. I don't find any good strong point to hold the content at. She has been used and dumped. She comes because she needs it. Again, she needs it. That's why she comes. So the game is a stalemate. Men achieve their orgasms easier, but to their advantage, the orgasms don't last. While women, the time they take to achieve the orgasm is too long. It takes too long time. It is hard to build an orgasm in a woman. Actually, you can find that some people don't even give a woman an orgasm. They don't reach it, that point when she can squirt and ejaculate as a woman. To their importance is, and to their advantage is that when they have released that one orgasm, they can release many more other orgasms. I think it is clear that during that releasing of orgasms, there are two gains and two losses. On each part there's a gain, and on each part there's a lose. You understand that? Here comes what I can call a disadvantage of the men. Men, we take too long. Actually, men experience what we call the refractory period. That's the period when you have fucked this woman and then you have calmed, so you need some time for your neurons to respond so that they can send the required messages to the neurotransmitters. That's the hormones responsible to produce, okay, to command the body to send blood to the shaft again so that it can become active again. You find that during this period, because women don't experience this period, this is a period of suffering, I can say, because at that point you are dead emotionally. It is during this period when women, because she has achieved an orgasm, another multiple orgasms are being produced as man is suffering, trying to recover from during the refractory period. You understand that blood does not take 2 minutes to be refilled from where it has been lost. A woman can continue arousing herself as you suffer through this period. And then now question comes. In this very situation, who is on advantage and who is on disadvantage during this very session of refractory period? Women produce the oxytocin hormone and the other hormones like the luteinizing hormones to foster their sex, to boost their sex and the intimacy that comes with sex. But what happens is that when too much oxytocin is produced, the refractory period in men becomes longer than usual. This oxytocin is the one that gives them more intimatical, if I can say, more intimatical and enjoyable sex orgasm. But to the advantage of a man is that as she enjoys more, the man suffers more because the refractory period becomes longer and longer and longer. Now, the very same oxytocin hormone that is making them to have that more enjoyable period is the one that brings in this thing we call the trust, the sense of trust, and brings in the emotions. And now she can release, and she's bombarding. The chemistry is building up because of the production of the oxytocin hormone. Men, because we don't have the same, we have the testosterone hormone. If you have low levels of the testosterone hormone, I promise you, it is going to be more difficult for you to handle the lady, because the less the testosterone hormone in your body, the more dominant she becomes over your emotions and over your chemistry and over your trust issues in a relationship. That's why as men, we need to learn and we need to know how can we improve our levels of testosterone so that we can conquer this stupid hormone in the women, that is the oxytocin hormone. So Actually, we'll consider that as a topic, and then we look up to it and then study what are the things that we can do, what are the types of foods that we can take, what are some of the exercises that we can do, so that we boost our testosterone hormone to conquer this hormone, so that we can have a small refractory period, so that the chemistry bonding becomes more dominant on the man, not on the woman in this case, so that we can understand more how we can give them orgasms that are best but not affecting our personal and our emotional standards. Thank you. That's all for today. Meet me in the next stuff as we learn through this. Thank you. Subscribe, like, and keep tuned to the poor man. Thank you.